How do I figure out how much help my loved one really needs? Are you doing everything, but still feeling like something is falling through the cracks? Maybe you've got a growing list of tasks, decisions, and worries, but no clear answer on how much help do I actually need? And if you're carrying the full weight of care, let's finally break that question down and create a plan. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through how to assess your loved one's care needs, how to calculate the hours of help you need, and how to use that information to advocate, not just cope. No more guessing, no more caring more than you have to. Let's make the invisible visible. I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, TEDx speaker, and founder of Life Care Leadership. And I help family caregivers go from overwhelmed and invisible to clear, confident, and in control. Because caregiving should never mean giving up on your life. It means learning how to lead it well. I created this podcast, The Age of Caregiving, to give caregivers like you the tools, structure, and support to lead care with clarity. Whether you're navigating a new diagnosis or juggling care on top of everything else, you're not alone. Please remember, everything I share here is for educational purposes only. Always consult your healthcare provider for personal medical advice. If this topic speaks to you, do not miss my free care needs analysis training. It will walk you through exactly how to map out your loved one's need and match them with the hours, support, tasks that you need. You're going to find the link in the description below, and I promise it's a game changer. Let's talk about why guessing doesn't work. Most caregivers know that they're doing too much, but they can't always explain what they need help with. That's because the daily grind makes it feel like everything needs their attention. But when we are vague, we can't get help. A family member asks, "Oh, just let me know what you need help with." And we don't ask because it's a vague question and we don't have a specific answer to tell them. Maybe a doctor asks, "How's it going?" And we say, "Fine." See, leadership starts with clarity, and clarity starts with getting really specific on what the needs are. So we're going to use 5 care domains. We're going to divide care into 5 key areas. The first area that I want you to consider are healthcare related tasks. These are things like your loved one's medications. Who is giving them? Who is picking them up? Who is filling the pill box? Other things that are healthcare related could include appointments, keeping track of symptoms, making calls to the doctor's office, things of that nature. The second area to consider are personal care items, things like bathing, dressing, help in the bathroom, mobility, personal care, and hygiene. The third area that you want to consider are activities of daily living, which are the ones that we just mentioned, and also instrumental activities of daily living. These are things like who is doing the meals, laundry, cleaning, shopping, who is doing the driving, things of that nature. The fourth area to consider are things that impact emotional support, supervision, as well as safety. These might be things like companionship, wandering prevention, redirecting, and reassurance when needed. The fifth area that you might be providing care support is coordination and advocacy. That might be things like scheduling, legal paperwork, completing benefits applications, tracking down information. When you think of caregiving with these 5 big categories, then you can see that caregiving stops being just a big blurry fog. It starts becoming a list of actual tasks and jobs. What I want you to do next is for each of those 5 categories, estimate how much time you spend on each area per week. Maybe for health-related tasks, it's 6 hours a week. Personal care, 10 hours, 15 hours. Daily living, maybe it's 10. Supervision, 20. Coordination, 4. Whatever it is for you. Calculate that, put an estimate, count it up. Maybe you're working 50 hours a week. That's more than a full-time job. And this can become your baseline. Not for guilt, but now you understand how much help you need. And now you also understand what are the areas that you are spending the most amount of time in. When someone says, "Let me know how I can help," now you can say, "I spend a lot of time cooking and cleaning. Could you do one of those tasks for me? Could you provide dinner twice a week?" Now you have a specific task that you can ask that is related to something that you are spending a large amount of time for. The third thing that you want to do is you want to match the need to the right type of help. See, personal care, for example, care and help bathing, dressing in the bathroom, that might be provided by yourself or a family member, but depending on your situation, you might also consider using a paid home aide. Meals and laundry could be family, could be Meals on Wheels, or even a neighbor could help. Appointments could be friends, family, companion services, or volunteers at your church. You want to stop asking who can do everything, but see instead who can do one piece of the puzzle. The fourth step is to build a care calendar. You want to put it on paper, on a Google Calendar. Block your week into your caregiving hours and overlay, these are my work hours, this is what I'm going to do for my personal stuff, and this is who is able to help me and when. Then look at what's missing. Those gaps are going to be what your real needs are. And when you see caregiving laid out like this, on a schedule, on a calendar, it's going to be easier for you to talk about it, plan for it, and adjust when needed. So if you're nodding along and realizing just how much you're carrying, do not miss the Care Needs Analysis training. It's going to help you make decisions with data, not guilt. And it is absolutely free. The link is in the description. You've been solving problems on instinct, putting out fires, stretching your time and energy beyond reason. And you deserve a care plan that honors your capacity, not just the needs. This is how leaders operate, not alone, not reactively, but with a plan, with a strategy. You've earned the right to stop guessing. So let's build systems that work for you. Now that you've started to see how to manage your care load a little bit more clearly, go back and watch the video, what's the easiest way to manage all these meds? Because meds are often the biggest time sink and the easiest to streamline when you have the right system. Remember, you are more than just a giver of care. You are a leader of care. This is the age of caregiving, and together we can lead it with strength, courage, and compassion.